Hi there, again, Youth Go families. I hope you all have been doing well, been keeping yourselves occupied. Just another reminder that if you need art supplies, please let us know somehow so that we can get you the art supplies. I would really like to send it to you if you're going to use it. So let me know. And you'd end up getting it on the Thursdays that we do drop-offs or pickups. So it can just be put right into your food basket, or I'll have a bag set aside for you, or we'll drop it off at your house. So tell us what you need. All right, so for some free resources today, if you have Google Arts and Culture, sorry, I'm looking at my script. So Google Arts and Culture on whatever device, they offer virtual tours of a lot of museums. And one was just added for the Palace of Versailles in France. And it's a palace, so it's gorgeous and immaculate, and you can go ahead and you like walk through some virtual tour the Palace of Versailles, and it's awesome. They also have an interactive Frida Kahlo exhibit, so women in art, woohoo! Go check it out. And for anyone interested, there is also a free video tour right now for the Winchester Mystery House. Okay, this house is awesome. If you don't know about it, I learned about it in my art history class when I was in college. And I'll tell you a little bit about it because it's 40 minutes long, and it's a really cool video. But the house was designed by Sarah Winchester. She was married to a guy who was the second president of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. And this house was under constant construction for a total of 38 years up until Sarah died. So she just had it under constant construction. There was never a time where work wasn't being done on it, which led to it being at one point 7 stories high, but then an earthquake knocked it down to 4 again. But anyways, there's a lot of interesting features built into the house. There are numerous add-ons, like I said. There's a door that opens up just to a wall. There's cabinets that open up to nothing. There's a door on the second story that just opens up to the outside, and it's just a drop. There are stairs that go all the way up to the ceiling, so like you can't even use them. It's just full of a lot of interesting features. And now there are assumptions made as to why she had it under constant construction. One of them being that she was superstitious of spirits of people who were killed by the Winchester rifle. So she thought they were walking through her house, or as the story says, she thought they were walking through her house. So she had her house under constant construction to confuse those spirits. So, and for transparency, the video tour does have a ghost story vibe to it. So it talks a little bit about suspected ghosts or spirits. And whether you believe in them or not is no matter to me. All beliefs aside, if you look at this house as an art piece, and look at the designs of like the wallpaper that was used or the hand paintings that were done, the woodwork, ugh, or the stained glass. The stained glass is probably my favorite. But if you look at it as an art piece, that's really the point of why I'm sharing this information with you. There will be a link posted for a lot of these things, and other resources that I'm going to tell you about in the description of this video. So you can just click on the link. Of course, if you are someone who does enjoy a good ghost story, this is going to be right up your alley. It's it's a cool video. So yeah, the link will be posted. So for today's art project, I'm going to show you how to make a book. out of a sheet of paper. So I found a post from the Graphics Fairy. You can find them at thegraphicsfairy.com. I'm sure they have a lot of other really cool projects on there. But it's for a mini printable book. If you would like to make your own, I will explain how to do that in a bit. But if you want to, they have one on their website. And if you have access to a printer, you just print it off. And it's super easy to follow along with the instructions. But I will also show you on here what you have to do. So again, I'm going to have the link to the website for the mini printable book in the description. So it's going to be really easy to get for you to get to, and you don't have to look it up. So when you get there, there's an image that you can download and print. And so this is what it looks like. Okay. Really interesting. If you notice the way that the images are like facing, so eventually you fold this in half. So if you plan on making your own, you're going to need, you know, your things to face this way with your fold on top. Same with the other side. You want your things facing the correct way. So think about that if you're making your own. All right, so what they have you do is we're going to start out by folding. So you fold it in half this way, hot dog style, if you will. And then you're going to open it up and you're going to fold it hamburger style. All right, got that done. All right, fold it back hot dog style, fold it in half hamburger style. And then you're going to fold each of these sides one more time. So like, let's say, I don't know, I'll do it this way. You're going to kind of make an accordion fold. So you see how that does that? And that means I'd have to fold this one this way. Okay. All right. So you have that. You got all your folds. I don't know if it's easier to see it on this side where they all folded. It's just half, half, and then each of these halves in half again. So then you are going to fold it hamburger style again, and then you're going to carefully cut this middle line up till it meets your this point where you folded down into. So you don't go past this point this way. You're just cutting right here. This is it. So I don't have a scissors. Hang on. Where did my scissors go? Okay. This is I found it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that. All right. Woo! All right. Then I got my cut. Okay. Then you fold it your hot dog style again. But then if you see, I'm going to put it together, but I'm going to put these two together. So when you fold it, kind of makes like that. So if you see, whoop, sorry, I'm going off screen. This is kind of like, so this is hard to describe, but just watch. See? Woohoo! Okay. Hopefully that's understandable. All of the directions are on that website, so if I'm doing a bad job, just look them up on there. All right, so now I have to decide which side I want to be my front. So maybe I want this to be my front. So then I just fold it, and then there's your book. So this is the one that I just folded. You open your first page, it's that. You open that page, it's that. There's the back. All right. So I did this already. And I made my own. So you can use digital art to put it all together. So you can, I put it all together on Adobe Photoshop. And it worked really well. I also did this by looking up free stock images and compiling them onto Photoshop to making my collage. So just be aware of how your images face, again, so that when you fold it, they're not the wrong way unless you are intending them for it to be that way. So if you do not have printing capabilities, you can always take a simple 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and this could be notebook paper, this could be construction paper, it can be any type of paper. And honestly, it can be any size as well. As long as you can fold it the amount of times required and cut the area that you need to cut. You can use whatever you want. So something you can do is you can hold it to your computer screen and use that like a light table and just copy an image. It takes the guesswork out of, just like making sure that you draw things the right way, which I don't think is a thing. Well, anyways, you can trace your images if you would like to draw it and you don't have printing capabilities. Another thing you can do is just look up the images, and you can draw them by hand if you want to without tracing them. If you feel comfortable enough that you just want to draw your own on your sheet of paper to make your book, go for it. Another thing you can do is make a collage out of images you cut out of a magazine, and you turn it into your mini book. So if you end up drawing using your computer screen as a tracing tool, just remember to draw softly or use a soft pencil if you have drawing pencils. The ones that are labeled B mean soft. So H means hard, B means soft for drawing pencils. Normally the higher the number, so if you have a 6B drawing pencil, that means it's a very soft graphite. So yeah, just draw soft on your computer screen, wait until you get it off of your computer screen to retrace over it either harder or with something darker so you don't damage your computer screen. If you are going the stock image route, I will have a bunch of free stock image links or websites listed in the description as well. I have looked at all of these. They should all be safe for you as long as you're looking up something that's appropriate. So feel free to use them and find imagery you like. The prompt I followed for this is prompt number 39, which is a random object. So I thought like a collage style book would be perfect. You can color your book after you are done too. So I'm going to show you my full image and then I'll show you what it looks like as a book. So this is my full image. All of this imagery I either already had on my computer or I found it and pulled it into Photoshop and messed around with it. As you can see, I used a limited color palette. So now I fold my book, and I believe I chose this to be my front. So I'll flip through it kind of. Whoop. Create some interesting imagery. I don't know about you, but I really like a mushroom aesthetic. So I put a lot of mushrooms. That guy's just shaving that guy's face. I thought it was an interesting image. There's the end. Back to the front. Yeah, so that is what I have. And I would love to see images of what you make. Send me images of art, please. On anything. Just whatever. If you can join us on Discord, I am posting a lot of art that I find, whether it be from some artists that I went to school with when I went to college, who are making a lot of art during this time because they're all stuck at home, so why not? So I will be posting a lot of pictures of their art and telling you who they are. A lot of them live really far away now. Like one of them lives in San Francisco, so I'm not worried about you getting a hold of them or something. But they're all artists. So I mean, honestly, if you need to get a hold of them, if you want to purchase a piece like of art, go for it. They're all selling their art. One of them we even visited for Seed last year, so he's got some really cool pieces that he's been posting his works in progress for and the final ones. So yeah, and I've been finding other artists just in general that I find very interesting, and I'm sharing a lot of those images. So if you found some art that you really enjoy and you would like to post it for me to see, find me on Discord or like the Youth Go page, and then post it under the Art on Tuesdays chat. But yeah, I would love to see all of your art or whatever artists you find. And this is everything. Like you could be posting new music, you could be posting movies that you've seen or shows, because let's be honest, that's all art. So, um, so yeah, remember all of the links that I have for you are going to be in the description. There will be kind of a direction for like what it is or where it's going to take you. Like I'll have posted the Winchester house video tour, the already made print off graphics fairy printable book, and then all of the websites for the free images or printable things that you can use, as well as websites that offer free stock images. Another good resource, though, if you're interested, is if you go to just Google images and then you can on your like search tools you can find line drawings or black, or you can pick your color, so it's just black and white, and then you can pick drawings, I believe, as a search tool. So that's going to be a really simple way to find imagery that you would be able to trace, because black and white images are easier to trace, or like line drawings are easier to trace than like a photograph with a lot of shading. But you can do it any way you would like to. So, all right, that's all I got for you today. Goodbye.